All right, we're live on a Tuesday. Who all's in here? Looks like Big Bad Jones was here earlier. Blue Grit's trying to multitask. Well, I can tell you, if you do this, then do that, you'll get farther with that because you'll be having to do less of this later. JB was here earlier. Unfinished project says T-11. Put the link to Blue Grit Garage. Jason's Garage was here. Danny Boyd. Unfinished project said I recently saw a power plant in the Roach Runner. Danny Boyd wants to know what it was. Well, let's see here. I told Unfinished Project that the Roach Runner's got a real dog of an engine in it. And indeed it does. But it does run better than some, I can promise you that. Riley's Junkyard Betting Zoo's here. Twisted Dennis is here. Mopar's Mustangs and Minivans. Hot Rod Guy Garage. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. But this is a special one. We decided to do a challenge tonight to the No Name 500 guys. There's Buick Smith, Engine Light Garage, Buffdale Campo, Max Wage, Dick Dashley. Good deal. We got lots of you guys in here. Perfect. Good crowd tonight, right? And exactly the people we wanted to be here. Functional Histories, NSB, Scarlet the Four-Eyed Cuda. Look at all this. So JB and Lars will be along shortly. Lars is running a few minutes behind, but he'll be here. I wanted Lars on here because he's going to help me with this. And you'll see. Big Mike of the Hoopty Bar Show. I was just watching Big Mike's video right before I went live. Ryan Bar's Nest Frizzell Racing. I'm always reminded how much bigger a crowd I'd have if we had the regular Friday stream during the week. But, yeah, it's all good. Riley says, Skylark's coming along, need useful entertainment to get over there and help. Well, you still got subs to get. You can do it. B&R is here. Hot Rod Guy Garage says 106 days, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Oh, no. 4 hours and 57 minutes if you're in the East. Besides, if you're on Central Time, that's even worse, man. You calculated off the wrong side of the hour, I believe. Frankenstein C20's here. My mom is here. Blue Grit says, who was the first one to sign in? I see comments from last time. No, you don't see comments from last time, but you do see them from where they were in the queue, but they drop off after a certain time unless you keep your browser open. Kim says that dog will run good with the right motivation. Oh, yes. You throw a stick out in the yard, he'll run. Frank McCart Rivet and F100, how's it going? I see RC Industries here. Calling Tebow is here. Indirect Connection. Main Street Mopar. Useful Entertainment. He wants you to be Uber, man. Ryan Bar's Nest says, I got one little fuel issue to fix that I'm ready to run at No Name Nationals. Okay. Sounds good. Bruce Cultgen is here. Or Cultgen. Tell me if I'm saying that right, Bruce. We want to get it right. T's Good Time Garage is going to try to get some work done on the dart while the party gets cracking. Cool. Well, everybody's welcome, but this specifically is a challenge for the No Name 500 guys. I'm glad you're all here. Hit a Dreams Garage, who has already made his, he crossed the finish line for the No Name 500. He was the first to do so this season. Still welcome, but he's got that monkey off his back. Now he can, get on to getting himself and his car and his logistics ready. But Colgan, is that right? So the T is silent. Is that right? And the U becomes an A? Just trying to figure it out. I don't know what part of the country you're in either, because I know that will make a difference. Riley says, I don't think I'll have the 427 in by No Name National, so I might be forced to bring the 81 pace car. Make sure you bring yourself. Whatever else is a bonus. It's all good. Max Wedge Dick Dastardly, I hope you're filming, man, because you got great stuff going on. ASO says, get it done, time of ticking. Yes, it is. Mohawk greets the universe. Cool. Very respectable. Well, cool. So we got a challenge. I'm going to give a few more minutes here. JB and Lars will be along shortly. We have an idea we think is going to kind of jumpstart the No Name 500 because there's still 8 folks who need to get their 500 subs. And I'll go out on limbs right now and say, if all of them did what we suggest tonight, I think all of them will make it, and probably sooner than later. But we will see. We will see how many want to take up on the challenge. All righty. Mater's Workshop is here. Oh, cool. Brazil's get back to work after Power Tour. Listen, I hear there's a call out between you and Alex at Something Something Garage. We need video on that. Make video of your call outs. That's what promotes this event. I mean, gosh, or make your call out on a video. That's the best way to do it. Make your call out on a video and tag them on it. Did a Dream Garage. Hi, McFly. All righty. Oh, I'm glad to have a good crowd in here tonight. I'll show y'all some stuff I've been working on while I've been I'm waiting on Lars here. So I want you guys to tell me your best guess. How many more miles can I get out of this wheel bearing? I think the spindle on the van was bent before I got it. And the reason I think so is because it's got, it has some strike marks on it where I think people were trying to hammer against the spindle, maybe to get a ball joint loose or something. And yeah, what a mess. So anyway, I had to stop because we had a bunch of rain, and then I had the little plate. Even the plate that goes behind that was ground up, so I had to get a new retainer kit for it. And I'm going to do the dust cap too. I got the races out of it. I got the rotor in there on the press, and so after this live, I'll go back out and put new bearing races in it and all that. But what a shame! What a mess! Now you're taking miles from the spindle. I think they were hammered on it. Why'd you let the bearing go so far? Well, it announced itself yesterday. And I went ahead and drove it on back, but it was making a bad racket the last couple of miles. Plenty of grease. It was ugly. I think the spindle is tweaked a little bit. There's some pretty significant dents. I think some people were hammering on the spindle to try to change a ball joint or something. That's what it looks like. Well, Colleen, I did just put up pictures of it on a video. Yeah, maybe, but I'd rather not do that. The passenger side's fine. I did them both at the same time. The passenger side's fine. I think the spindle's messed up. But I'm going to put it back together like it is, clean everything good, put it back. But I think what I'll do is, because I'm going to put bushings and all in the front end, and I'll do that all together and probably swap that spindle out while I'm at it. New guy's guitar is in the house. What's going on? Nah, it wasn't me bouncing off the curves. There's some pretty good marks. I didn't get any pictures of them, but I'll get them before I put it back together. There's some nasty. I mean, it looks like somebody was taking a sledge to that spindle, trying to. I don't know if they were trying to get a ball joint separated. That's my best guess because it's got ball joints were put in it just before I got it. But of course, I couldn't see any of this. But that's what I think has happened. I mean, I've seen people hammering on the knuckle to try to get the taper to release, putting the ball joint in. But this looks like hammer strikes on the face of the spindle, which, anyway, it's a mess. That's all right. That's all right. We'll get it happy. I think I'm going to go ahead and do bushings on the control arms and such. While I was at it, I got a nice new dust cover for the bearing and a hardware kit, which that was interesting. You know, it's amazing. I can walk into the parts store. I can go in there and say, hey, you know, I need a national A16, A18, and a 3087 seal. And all they have to do is go match those numbers up on the shelf, and they can't do it. I literally had 2 parts stores bring the wrong parts up because they cannot just take the number and pull them off the shelf. I've never seen anything like it. You used to be able to call them. Now you have to go in there to see what they bring up, you know. And parts were wrong. Next, I'm gonna have to go back and get it off the shelf. I mean, I did have to go back and cut my own fuel hose. Interestingly, though, when I had to go back and cut my own fuel hose that time, because the woman working there had absolutely no idea what I was asking for, that woman is now the manager at the local parts store. So, isn't that awesome? Blue grit. This van has got that all over it. In fact, that lower ball joint, they replaced it. They never put a cotter pin in it. There was no pin in it. I put it in there. Oh, they had the wrong brake hose on the passenger side, and it was zip tied into place where it was rubbing. I changed the brake hose. I've been fixing a lot of that kind of stuff on the van. I mean, everything that was done on it was just reckless, abandoned hammer mechanic kind of work, just trash work. So anyway, every time I get into something, I fix it. I bet you I fixed at least 10 vacuum leaks on that thing. Oh, it was unreal. Yeah, Frizzell, and that's awesome once people know who you are. That's the thing. When you're brand new, a 25-minute video is hard to get people to watch. And you got a real hook with your car, and you got an audience now and all that. But I will tell you, it's. I kind of think that 100 subs per minute of watch time is kind of a good rule of thumb for having enough for your audience, because it's about 10% of your audience actually comes back and watches everything you put up. Cotter pins are for non-believers. Hey, the hole's already there. Might as well put the cotter pin in it. But see, when you see work like that, you wonder if you can have any faith on, are they seated or any of that? And who knows? It has had upper and lower ball joints put in it, but the bushings are trash. It needs bushings. So I'll at least do that. Kim says the spindle is celebrating Pride Month by not being straight. Maybe. I don't know. It didn't have any flags flying or anything. Well, I take that back. There was a blue stripe on it, but that was the heat of the brake pads where the bearing came out. But I don't think that counts. LNA Auto Works is here. What's going on, Turbo Tom? What are we pushing tonight? Well, we're having a challenge for these guys. That's what we're doing tonight. And so I'm waiting on Lars and JB. They're going to be along here just in a few minutes. And they say, who are we pushing? Well, no one in particular, because everybody, when we get within about 25 subs, we try to do the 500 live together, but we don't have anybody quite that close. So this is a challenge to the 8 folks remaining in the No Name 500, as well as anybody else who just wants to jump in the No Name 500 and do it. You can do that. 38 POAs put up a tech tip. Well, that's cool. It'd be a good one to see. VNR says spindle fails are bad stuff. Being a van, chance to flip the van. Yeah, maybe. I mean, but I think, I don't know. I mean, how do you tell if the spindle is straight anyway? I mean, you can't put a straight edge on it, really. I mean, it's the way they're shaped, you just can't. How many registered now? A bunch. We have plenty. And the only thing bad is that now what people do is they trickle in. They're like, oh, well, I have plenty of time to get registered. Well, that's fine. But I mean, it would really be nice to know if the bills are going to get paid well before, because the bills are coming due no matter what. And I can tell you right now, there is not enough in the bank to cover the bills. So I'm just using projections off last year and the year before and the gate and stuff. But it would really be super nice on me to not have to do that and have a little nest egg there so that we could do other things, have a little bit of buffer, but we're just not there yet. And part of that is that we try to keep the event as affordable as we possibly can for you guys. Southern Juju is in the house too. Rob's Rods and Streetcars here. Rob will actually be live after me. Buffalo Campo was live too. I didn't know Tuesday was a established night of theirs, but they'll be live here in a little bit, and Rob will too. But BNR says that some moron was sledgehammering, hairline crack. I don't think it's a hairline crack. I mean, I looked at it and see it, but I don't know. I don't usually see stuff like that crack. Usually it'll get a lot of mushroom into it and whatnot. Well, Big Mike, I think you have, but I can check. I don't remember specifically. Did a Dream says, I'm bringing my 70 Monty down now. Hopefully I'll have the engine transmission going in next weekend if things start going after me. Okay. Yeah, Buff is going live at the top of the hour. We won't need a whole lot of time tonight. We just kind of wanted to butt up against Rob's time, but at least that's what we were thinking. But Lars will be here in a little bit. We're going to show you guys some tricks and issue a little challenge. Yeah, we kind of surmised what you meant, going my way. That said, going your way or not, play the hand you have, not the hand you wish. You'll get it. Buick Smith signing up when he gets his federal income tax return back. Okay. 38 says, I might have picked up my first troll. Well, congratulations. I know that's a proud moment. He's trolled me on Facebook. I'm always amazed at how many of these 50-year-old men will do that, troll someone on the internet. That's just straight up nutty. Sean O'Brien says, hello, everyone. Blue Grit Garage says, when our Mustang Club had shows, we tried to get enough cash to pay for at least half of the next year's show. Yeah, exactly. See, I'd like to have a little bit of buffer, but the way this works is at the beginning of the year, there is nothing in there because this thing doesn't make anything. Like I said, fun, safe, and pays for itself, all I care about. So by the time all the checks clear, which is about a week after the event, it's like there's just nothing. And then when we announce registration on New Year's Eve, it shoots up a little bit, nowhere near enough to cover the event, but it shoots up. And then it trickles in, and you have to get the gate and everything. But it's like, man, it'd be kind of nice to have enough buffer that. What I think would be really, really sweet is if we had 100 pre-registered cars by Memorial Day. And then the budget is just like locked down, covered. That would be really nice. And so anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Did not happen this year, but we'll see what happens. I hate to say it, but I think part of it is that people just they say, "Well, I have all this time. I have plenty of time. I could just register whenever." And uh, the first year, they're like, "We want to make sure to get this thing funded, make sure it happens," which was great. But that's what I think is the difference. Unfinished project says there isn't a day that goes by I'm not accused of being a bot or a troll. Yeah. Thing is, I've known this guy for 40 years. Man, that's a sorry troll right there. Gosh. Whoa. So is he using a fake name on the internet so that he can say the stuff he doesn't have the guts to say to your face? Is that what he's doing, 38? Because that's really weak. Yeah, and I appreciate all you register. Hey, I appreciate when you guys, for those who will pull up and register at the gate, you still got to go online to do it because I don't really have a mechanism to register you on site otherwise. So I still want you to go online to nonamenationals.com and register, even if you're doing it at the gate. And I appreciate it. It's just that early helps us because we commit to a huge expense, like totally committed. And then, we just have to make sure it gets paid for. And, everything is good. I mean, the people who show up are good. We got a good core group. All of that's well. The gate is good. After 2 years, we've got a little bit of projection as to about what will happen, which is really helpful. So it's not like you're going out on a limb that just might not happen at all or anything. But I'm just thinking ahead, and that's all. Colleen, yes, I've seen that. That's all I can say. You know what? Speaking of this whole thing between DV and Eric Weingartner, this silly peeing contest those two are having. Here's the deal. I know in firearm training, this is what I was taught, and it makes so much sense to me. So, for example, this is just an example, one of many. If you train at Thunder Ranch, they're going to want you to reload your rifle with your muzzle pointed out. If you train at Tactical Response, they're going to want you to reload with your muzzle pointing up. If you train at Defense Training International, they're going to want you to reload with your muzzle pointed down. And why is that? Well, they've all got different experiences. Clint Smith teaches sniper craft. Tactical Response guys, they're running with rifles. Defense Training International, building clearing, muzzle down. They're all different situations, and none of them are wrong. They're all differences in things they do. But here's the main thing. All of their compasses point in a northerly direction, and you can learn really good stuff from all three of those schools and others. But there's a classic example of where people who are all contributors, they're all on the right path. They all know what they're doing, and they have slight differences, but their compasses all still point north. Well, when you learn from a lot of those guys, you will quickly learn when you meet somebody if their compass points north or if they're just in some wasteland out here somewhere. And that's the thing I wish that those guys would both understand. Both of them, their compasses do point in northerly directions. So these differences shouldn't be hills to die on. Big Mike said, I did have someone accuse me of being a poacher. That's fun. Jack Stan's Center Block just got here. What did I miss? Well, in a few minutes, we're going to have JB and Lars in here, and we're going to give you guys a challenge, but I'm waiting for them. BNR does a comment approval queue. Hey, whatever you want to do. BNR is not an Eric fan. I don't know him. I've never met him. Never had any interaction with him. Don't have an opinion. I just know that I would always rather see people, I think that the whole thing could be framed a little differently. I got to tell you, comments are the lifeblood of your channel, in my opinion. I don't think you should shut off your comments. I'm going to get caught up. I see JB and Lars are ringing the doorbell. I'm going to get caught up on comments. Let these guys in. Bad Tree Blake. What's going on, buddy? All right. All right. What are we talking about? That's a good point. Here's what we're talking about. We're going to do a little challenge to these guys, and anybody can participate in this. Let's get JB and Lars in the house. What's going on, guys?
Howdy, howdy. Sorry for the delay.
Hey, no worries at all. No worries. We're just hanging out. We got a good crowd in here right now.
Yes, sir.
And what we want to do is there's 8 guys still running the No Name 500, and we want to do a little experiment here because there's 8 of you, still running. And we thought, you know what? I want to see, because we were talking about people that make content and they're wanting to go back and do editing and the long form and all of that. And that's great. Those videos are great. But I think they're missing out on what they can do to supplement that would have tremendous results. I think it will be neat if everybody still running the No Name 500 would do one short every day between now, June the 4th, and July the 4th. So you end up on Independence Day, and man, that short, just do whatever you want to, right? Celebrate America, blow up a watermelon, whatever you feel like, whatever makes you happy. But a short every day between now and the 4th of July. It's 30 days. And remember, and Lars brought up a great point yesterday talking about this, and that is they don't have to be all automotive shorts, because all of us do something every day, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I didn't know today I'd be putting the wheel bearing in. You could do a short on cooking. Like, let's say you're cooking your favorite dish. You could do a short on, if you like, Big Mike could do a short on going to the gym, right? Blake could do a short on, doing something with the docks out there. Rob's Rods and Streetcars, he could do a short about, a customer car comes in with something going on. We all have stuff we do every day, so it doesn't have to be automotive. But what I'll do is for every No Name 500 guy currently running, there's 8 of you. Buffdale Campo, I got a complete list actually in the video description here. And so we've got Buffdale Campo, and Blue Grit is last in rank of subs. But again, it doesn't matter. All of you can make it. All right. So there's 8 of you. If any of you 8 who put up a short every day for 30 days.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I will sing one of these. Nice. Every day for 30 days, you get a banner. I predict you'll be surprised how many subs it'll get you.
Yeah.
It may not get you your 500, but it's not contingent on that. If you're a No Name 500 channel and you put up a short every day from now to July the 4th, I'll send you a banner. And who knows, we may sweeten the pot between now and then. The main thing is you got to do it. I'm curious to see how it will play out if we do that.
Right. And like you said, it doesn't even have to be automotive stuff, whatever.
No.
You could film a little short of driving through the rain, whatever.
You never know what else I'll do. You never know. Yeah. I'm just saying, I just thought of that on the spot. I'll send anybody a banner who even tries, right? But I can't do that for everybody who tries. Like, for example, Kim Fixes Things has got to do it. Great. And I encourage any of you who want to do it. But I can only extend that to the No Name 500 guys. But that said, the banners will be in the store here soon. In fact, the very first banner is behind JB right there. And these banners, if you don't know the story, I was looking at that garage door and I just sent JB a text. I said, hey, JB, what's this measurement on your door? And JB just took the measurement and never even asked. He never even asked why I ordered it. He just sent it to me, right? Yeah. And then this shows up in the mail and it perfectly fits his door.
Right.
So if you want a banner, it is exactly JB garage door panel size.
They figured it.
But yeah, so you get your videos of animals, videos of cooking, videos of people watching at the mall, traffic wrecks, drag races, anything, whatever, just whatever in your daily lives. But if you do a short every day and you're a No Name 500 guy still running, I'll send you a banner if you just try. Who knows? If it results in your 500, we might throw something else in. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that's what I want to propose to you guys. I'll tell you, you can obviously film them one at a time and just send them. You can do that, or you could film several at a time and just post them once a day.
Yeah.
Like, let's say that you don't want to do anything for YouTube for a week. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
You can film 7 at a time and schedule them to drop, and you don't have to do a thing.
Right. You can even edit them out of videos you've already got made, you know, on your channel.
Buff wants to know the dimensions of the banner so he can make a garage door panel to fit it. That's pretty good. I like that.
Reverse engineering.
Yeah.
So what I think is, because Lars is much techier and hipper than I am, I was hoping Lars can show you guys how to make a short like right now, because a lot of you guys,
Uh-oh.
there's a couple ways to do it. So if Lars, if you could, I'd like for you to show them how to make a short. Just make a short and send it right now, and then we'll talk into the other way, which is cutting up short out a pre-existing video.
Right. Yep.
Uh-oh.
You can go to it. It's real easy. All you do is hit the plus down there, and then it'll bring up, like, if you want to upload a video, short, live, whatever.
Yeah,
So
you're in the YouTube app, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. Then just a little plus right down there in the middle, like you were going to upload a regular video or anything. And then up here in the corner, a lot of people think you can only do 15 seconds, but if you hit that 15 seconds right there, it can change it where you can do a full minute video instead of 15 seconds. And then all you got to do is hit the go button. Hey guys, we're doing a short. No Name Nationals. Here
Be
we
there.
come. Be there.
Be square.
Boom. There it is. So then if you want to go on there, you can hit the play and it'll replay it for you. If you want to put text over it, just touch on it anywhere, type what you want in there. We'll do in, done. And then you can hit the timeline down here for when you want that text to come up. If anybody needs any help with ever making a short or anything, all they got to do is holler at me, get my number from John or something like that. I can help you out, but that's it. Then you just hit next, title it, and send it out, people.
Yeah, get it out there.
That's it.
Now, I will say, put some thought into your titles, because the title is how the machine knows who to get it to. So even though you talk to the camera like you're presenting to your friends, you're going to title that so that somebody who's never heard of you, you know, somebody that works at a Walmart in Bangladesh can find your video. You want to title it well. But
Right.
yeah, it's simple. And so Lars just showed you that's how to make one on the spot.
Right. And then whenever you got it here, when you're getting ready to title it, you can hit this little edit button up here and then scroll through it and find what you want to use as the thumbnail. So I think a lot of people think you can't change your thumbnail on a short, but if you hit that pencil up there, you can scroll through it. I want that to be the thumbnail on it. Then done. Then you title it hashtag No Name Nationals, hashtag whatever nonsense. You know, that's what I put on mine. But yeah. Then we can go into music and all that, put music over them. That gets a little more tricky, but I think it does get more views a lot of times if you use a popular song or something like that.
Yeah, people like the music.
But it's not.
Here's the thing. I would just make one every day.
Yeah.
Make one every day and title it right. I mean, do your best to title it, because the title is how the message in the bottle finds the right place, right?
Yep.
But make one every day. I just want to see this experiment. It would be really cool if we had 8 people doing a short every day, just to see, as an experiment, to see what it'll do.
I think it'd be cool too.
I think it would too.
I think consistency is a big key on how YouTube picks your stuff up. You know,
Right.
if they're expecting a video from you every day, then.
So I don't want to overcomplicate what we do here, because, you know, man, there is all kinds of stuff you can do in the world of editing. There's all kinds of stuff a person could do.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing is to do, right?
Right.
And so I would rather see somebody try and put out 10 shorts with terrible titles and lackluster content, because you know what? Those 10 they would learn from. And I guarantee you the next 10 will be better.
Yeah. And
But the person posturing to get the 10 perfect ones will overlook the 10 that they could learn from.
Yeah. And since the shorts get put out in front of so many more people than a long form video, you're going to get people that are going to comment on there and, you know, be trolls, I guess you can call them, or whatever. But you can't let that bother you, man. You just got to keep on going.
Here's the thing too. I mean, again, there's 100 things we could be telling you. And like when you watch these tutorials on drag racing, every one of them gets too complicated because they kind of gloss over the driving on the drag strip and they get into the competition aspects, which you don't need until you know how to drive on the drag strip. So tonight, we're not going to give anything complicated. We're just showing you how to make a short and send it. And we just want to see what happens. And if you'll do a short and you're in the No Name 500, you know, if you're Buff, if you're Indirect Connection, if you're Riley, if you're Engine Light, if you're Mean Street, if you're Scarlet, if you're Blue Grit, any of those guys, Max Wedge, Dick Dastardly, if you're in the No Name 500, you still don't have your subs, and you do a short every day for 30 days, I'm going to send you a banner. And I'll tell you what, I bet if everybody does it, if everybody does it, I would say most of them would probably get their 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty close
Probably.
to it.
Yeah. In 30 days. By 4th of July, you probably, odds are you would, because I know Cletus, our friend Stuck with Cletus, he only had a few thousand subs and he challenged himself to do 50 shorts in 50 days. And Cletus has, 30-some thousand subs now?
Right.
I mean,
and they don't take but a minute.
There are a few channels that have cornered the market. I still hope people will do long form content and will do, things to show their cars and who they are and what they're doing. But I think that shorts in between those can be fun and interesting, and they will help you get subscribers.
Yep.
Indirect Connection, a guy who did a viral short 2 years ago, said, I've noticed that shorts add subs from younger people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dented Dreams says, I'll do a short in my swimsuit and my translucent body. That'll bring the thunder.
Oh, man.
Buff says he's going to get 8,000 subs with what he's going to do. All right, man. Do it.
Yeah, let's see it.
But the thing is, I thought this would be a fun challenge to do. It'd be fun to try. If you want to look at some channels that show you how to do good shorts, don't look at mine. I have a few of them, and only a few of those are any good. Lars has a lot of good shorts. He knows how to do a good short. Bad Tree Productions Blake, he knows how to do a good short. Some people just know how to do. They have a good eye for it and how they're going to film because they're vertical. And that's the one way to do a short. Now, we will do one other thing. Finished project. Weight loss shorts are hot right now. Maybe. So here's another thing too you can do that might be worth your while. And Blue Grit Garage is the one that inspired me to think of this part for it. Blue Grit Garage put out a good video that's 20-some minutes long, and it has a lot of good inline six Ford stuff, like how to tell a 200 from a 250. I didn't know that, right? It's interesting stuff. So here's the thing. You can take that longer video and keep the longer video up by all means, but take that video and cut it into little shorts. You know how many good shorts you could make out of a 22-minute video? Because I watched that video, all these things about the differences between the two engines, the rockers, the valves, he had a head on the bench. You could do a lot of shorts out of that. And those shorts will draw people in to look at your channel.
Yep.
So it's a thought. So there's two ways to do this. You know what, Blue Grit Garage? You could probably find any gaggle of young people in the world. That YouTube app is you can go to what kind of phone do you have? Do you have an iPhone or is it Android? It won't be hard to do. Buff says vertical is easy. I do it by mistake all the time. Apple, gosh, Blue Grit, go to the App Store. I mean, just type in YouTube. You'll get the YouTube app. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. I don't think it costs anything. I mean.
No, I'll download it for free.
Yeah. You could just do it right now on your phone. Just go to the App Store, You've got to. So if in, I don't take for granted, but you see that thing there where I've got 4 apps that need updating, that blue with that 3 things that looks like a sketchy A-frame you pull an engine with? That's your app store. And you just hit that. And then you can search down here in the corner for search. And you can search and just search for the YouTube app.
Yep.
And there you go. And then you will have exactly the same thing Lars just used.
Yes, sir.
And you'll done it no tech people necessary.
Yeah, you can also download the video editor too, YouTube editor.
Yeah. But
I'm just talking about you don't have to do any editing for shorts. I just think it'd be interesting to see what happened if these guys tried 30 uploads in 30 days.
Yeah.
Man, I think it would be amazing.
I bet
because it get their channel out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people click on that short and go to your channel and just see what's up.
Look at it. All these pride stuff, no place to type. Go to when you go to the app store, look in the bottom where it says search right here.
Yeah.
And when you click on that, up at the top, there will be a bar, and just type in YouTube. You should be able to get the YouTube app. Comment section here is lit. Maybe. I mean, it is a Tuesday, you know.
Oh. Yeah, I was trying to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, but you know, it's worth trying, and it's something that you can do without being super high tech or anything.
Yeah.
I think it's worth doing. So yes, you know, you do good long form content and you want to get it edited and all of that. Great. I get it. That makes all the sense in the world. But between all of that, like for example, I had a dead battery one day last year, and I literally had an extra battery, and I put some jumper cables on my extra battery to try to jump start it, and that battery was dead. So I hooked my battery charger to that battery that had the cables going to the battery in the car. And I said, boy, isn't that janky looking? So I made a short out of it, and it got thousands of views and got me several subs. I just took it because I thought it was funny, but it worked. If I did that every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Lars would be sitting out back working on the truck, and a bug come crawling across the driveway, and we'd just take a picture of that bug and put a song over it.
You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. So I'm just going to throw that challenge out there. You guys who are running the No Name 500, if you're one of those 8 and you do one every day for 30 days, I'm going to send you a banner. If you get 500, I'm going to send you something else. I won't say what it'll be yet, but I got in my mind what it'll be.
Yeah.
But and it's not anything I've ever given away on here before. So, but I think I know what I'm going to do. Anybody have any questions about doing shorts? This is not a replacement for anything. This is just a supplement. It's just an experiment and a challenge we want to try. We are going to do a content creator workshop soon. We wanted to do it for this Sunday, but don't think we can. We will do a content creator workshop sometime in the month of June. And then that'll be where to bring your questions about, you know, editing, the long form titling, all that stuff. But tonight, this is just about supplementing with shorts. Does anybody have any questions about the challenge or about making a short?
We're sure.
Yeah, and if they don't want to ask on here, they want to reach out or whatever. Like I said, I'm down to help anybody.
Yeah. You know, and this, I mean, people talk about hours and clicks and views and monetization and all that. That's great. That's just that's a secondary thing from what we're doing here. We just want to share our content. But I think that the shorts thing is a good way to get your channel out there and help you get subs. It's on the machine's radar.
Right.
Old McDonald's shorts, boxers briefs, or boxer briefs. Okay. I don't know why that ever became a thing back when it did. Here we go. Blue Grit has a question for you. How do I post shorts and have it tied to our channels? Okay. So apparently his daughter has the admin on his account. Let me ask you, Blue Grit Garage, can you use your phone to post like on a chat like this? Apparently you can because you're doing it right now, right? See, if you're posting from your phone, you're signed in on your phone right now. So you can do this exactly the way Lars just showed you if you have the YouTube app. Exactly. Okay, he's working on a laptop. Okay. But you're still signed in, obviously, because your channel's right there.
Right.
So does your phone have you signed in? Can you comment from your phone? Because if you can, then you're clearly signed in on your phone. That's the spirit. Engine Light Garage says, I'm up for the challenge, 500, here I come. And you watch. Engine Light does it. He's going to get it.
There you go, man.
Yep.
So I see Buick Smith's question there. Whenever he hits the plus sign at the bottom, all he sees is video, live, or post. I don't know. You might have to update your YouTube, because it should say when you hit the plus down here, it should say down there video, short, live, or post, and you can scroll between them. So maybe you need to scroll over to the left or right.
Yep.
I'm not sure. But if that doesn't work, I would try deleting YouTube and then download it again.
Yeah.
Blue Grit, there is another way to do this, though. If you can't put the app on your phone, if you can put the app on your phone, that'll certainly be the easiest. The other way is you could shoot them on your phone and upload them from your computer.
Yeah.
And that is another way to do it. Yeah, and James did it in 13 days, right? James and James hit it every single day, and they did it.
Right. It only takes one.
Yeah. One video.
People don't play 1,000 lottery tickets because they want 600 or 700 of them to win.
Yeah. Just need one.
Big Bad Jones, I was installing AC on my Cornet. Well, look, Big Bad Jones, you're 358 subs. You only need 142 more to go. If you could do this, you would knock it out of the park. Yeah. You know what, Big Bad Jones? I bet you if you did 30 shorts just on doing the AC installation, that Cornet would do it alone. No doubt. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, Blue Grit's got the app on. Okay, watch. Blue Grit's going to be dangerous now. He's going to be making shorts, car shows, and at races. You watch.
There we go.
Oh, man. Because, I mean, I like your interviews and stuff you're doing at the track. Yep. But think of all the stuff you see riding by in the pits that you could do a short of and just send it. Yep. That you don't do it now because you can't get them stopped and get an interview with them.
Or if you just
Big Bad Jones, if you take this challenge, you can do it. Yeah. You do have to be registered for the No Name 500, obviously, before you have your subs, or you're not in the No Name 500. But that said, you can always participate and join along. And when you register for it, it gets you on people's radars.
Right.
Lars has almost 6,000 subscribers, and most of his content is done in short form.
That's correct.
Blake said, I just spent 10 minutes making a 60-second short. Thanks to the inspiration. But I will say, if Blake spends 10 minutes on a 60-second short, that's because Blake does a lot of really good editing.
Yep. And it'll be a good one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I frown upon killing bugs, too. How do I post on my phone under Blue Grit? If you can post comments, you're signed in. So the studio connects to your channel. Your YouTube app will connect to your channel. Go into your app and see if it has a place to sign in.
Yeah.
And you'll need your username and your password. And once you do that, it'll remember your phone.
Right.
Can't find the Big Bad Jones channel. If one of the mods would stick up the link for Big Bad Jones, that would be appreciated. Aunt D says, my most viewed video was a short showing a cracked engine block. I need to shoot and upload more consistently. Let me tell you, cracked engine block sounds like money to me. Cope is here. Hello, everyone, and Jenny. Cope, I have not seen Jenny tonight. All right. Lars put up the link to Big Bad Jones. But I'm telling you, man, if you want to be there, you want to go ahead and register. You're close. You're going to get it.
Yeah.
358, and you're doing an air conditioning install on a 72 Cornet. That's enough right there.
Yeah.
Cope off the top rope. Yep.
Cope on the rope.
Hey, Vader could do it. Cope could too. Scarlet the 4-eyed Cuda. Hey, Scarlet, let me tell you, 30 shorts in 30 days doing cool stuff out and about with the Cuda. Telling you. It's that consistency that gets the machine to pick up.
Right.
Buck does it in the house.
Buckster.
Well, I just subbed to Big Bad Jones.
There's Dizzy. What's going on?
Howdy.
Dizzy, we're challenging these folks in the No Name 500 to do 30 shorts over 30 days between now and Independence Day. And for whoever actually does it, who's running the No Name 500, if they do one short a day, every day for 30 days, and we'll send them a banner. And if they get their 500 doing those shorts, then we'll send them something else too. But they'll have to wait and see.
Dun, dun, dun.
Surprises can be really bad, but on here they're going to be good. We don't want to advertise a bad surprise here.
Like you said, we might sweeten the pot along the way. You never know.
Bad Tree says, did we all vote today? No, not everybody votes today. Did you have an election in Iowa today? Hey, I got the love story here for you.
Oh.
Cope says Jenny is here.
Yep.
Dizzy spells a new word. All right, you two. Speaking of that, this is interesting. This is how you know when you this is how you know when you build a lot of transmissions. Cope has 5-gallon buckets of plated hardware.
Yeah.
So you get a transmission from them, all of that hardware is plated. It is really first class. And it's all sorted. All of the plates on the valve bodies, all of the hardware, just really nice stuff. Yeah, I know. That's when you're doing, I'm sure you can add everybody in the chat, and we've never done anywhere near that many valve bodies, just what you see in the toolbox there. ASO voted for JB for president. JB would be a big improvement to what we have. I will certainly grant you that.
Yeah.
Buick Smith says, how do I build a short from an existing video on my phone? That's a great question. I've actually never done it on the phone. I've only done it on the laptop. Lars, how would you do a short from what's already on the phone?
All right. So I already know, like when I'm filming whatever I'm filming, that it's going to be a short. So I film it this way, right? So you just go back down there to that plus, and then over here to the left, it'll say add. Then you click on that and it goes to your videos on your phone. So then you just click on whichever one you want, and you can trim it down to, if you want the full video or just 10 seconds of it, then you just hit done. And it's like doing a regular short after that. So you're just bringing it from the phone library.
Pretty simple.
Then after that, it's going to go like this, because you can add to it if you wanted. But if you don't want to add to it and just want to use what you brought off the phone, you just hit the check in the bottom right corner, and there it is.
Blake says when you're on YouTube on your phone, there should be a little plus symbol on the bottom in the center of your phone.
Yeah.
Click that and select the shorts option. You should be able to select previous.
All right.
Cool. Hey, Aunt D, check this out. If you go ahead and do this, you may already have your subs, have that just over with it. Yeah, that's what Don English did. Don started working on his channel immediately after the second annual No Name Nationals, or immediately after the first, and he had his subs well before the second.
Yeah. Because time's ticking.
Yeah, I didn't think we was ever going to get it done.
Oh.
Yeah. We're at 106 days and 4 hours and 3 minutes, and the clock and the calendar wait for no one. But I will tell you this, if you can put out a short each day, even if you wind up, I mean, okay, maybe you'll need to make one or two the first day, get them out there. But, after that, you might sit down this weekend and say, hey, I'm going to do 7 at one time and do a whole week's worth in the span of an hour. You could do that. Indirect Connections asking, how do you flip the video from portrait to landscape, from 9:16 to 16:9 to change it from a regular video to a short? You are going to lose a lot of the perspective when you do that. There's no way around that.
Yeah, it'll automatically cut it down to what it fits in that screen.
Yeah.
But you can move it around and pick where you want the shot to come from.
Right. Don's a rock star. And let me tell you, here's the thing with Don. Don did it. Okay. Don scored without ever having to hit a home run. Don did it with a whole bunch of base hits every day. And guess what? That wins, right?
Yep.
Right? You don't have to throw 90 yards for a touchdown. You can do it with 2.5 yards per carry every time, right? That's how Don did it. That's how JB Lars did it.
Yep.
That's how JB ground for every one of those subs that way.
Yeah.
Pure respect. Pure respect.
2 or 3
That's why these guys are on here tonight. They put their money where their mouth is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Blake is saying you should spend some money on an editor and not on parts. I will say this. There's a lot of people that parts are all they understand. It depends what you want to do and how far you want to go with it. I will say that I use Filmora. I know Blake uses Filmora. It's great results. It's inexpensive. But that said, and that's a good topic for Content Creator Workshop, but tonight, all we're talking about is supplementing with shorts. That's just what we're doing tonight.
Never underestimate the power of
Andy is a good question. Can you splice videos to make a short? Like you want to add some together to make one short.
Right. So you saw me, like if you have 2 of them already in the gallery of your phone, you hit that add button down there and then hit the check, bring it up. You can do it again and add another one to the bottom of it or to the other end of it. So yeah, you can put 2 of them together.
Seems like he's putting the thumb up there. Quit thumbing.
There are a lot of great editors out there, and no doubt about it. But the thing is, and those are great topics for the Content Creator Workshop. But that said, tonight we're just talking about shorts.
Shorts.
Big Bad Jones says, "What type of shorts do you watch? Make something you would watch." I don't know that I would watch it till I see a short that has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some days I just get on my phone and hit the short thing and just go through it.
Most of the stuff like my bad wheel bearing, that's nothing I want to watch. That's something I'm glad is somebody else's problem. But in this case, it's actually mine.
Right. You'd be surprised what people will watch too.
Yeah.
I mean,
the thing you would least expect people to watch is what people will watch.
Lars, what is the most subscribers you've gotten from any one short?
Oh Lord, I don't know which one that is.
Let me look. That's where most of them have came from. I don't know if you can see it. 5,427 from one short.
You made one short and it just blew up your channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I think I had 300 or something like that. And then that short, I mean, that video was out there for a month before it started doing anything.
Right. So you never know. All this work you could do and get you could get hardly any viewers or any new viewers between now and 4th of July, but something you've already done in August could just boom. You never know.
Right.
Frankenstein C20 just uploaded first of many car show shorts. Yeah. Here's a question from Buick Smith. Is all the music for shorts on the app free and license free?
They let you use 15 seconds of it, but if you go up there and you change it to try to do a 60-second video, it gets a little, sometimes they'll try to copyright claim, but most of the time, 15 seconds, they allow you that amount of time of a song.
Jack Stands at Cinder Block says most of my shorts don't have 5,000 views. Yeah, that's fine. I will tell you though, is that when you're new and you only have 100 subs, 200 subs, 300 subs, remember people are still trying to find you. So if you get a few thousand views from a short, that's a whole lot of new eyes that did not know about you before. There's RT211 Racing. How's it going, Ross? We're talking about shorts and we're doing a challenge. You're welcome to participate if you want. We're going to do a short every day between now and the 4th of July for folks who are currently running in the No Name 500, the 8 who still have yet to make it. I don't know what Blake's nope goes with, but he's almost certainly right. My most popular video is an LS4 and a Fiero. I get 600 to 1,000 views a month on that video. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that one that all of my subs came from, the 5,000 or whatever. In the past 7 days, it's got 104 subs, and it's from February or something like that. So they continue. They just keep building, I guess you could say.
And Blake has a very good point here. If you aren't monetized, I wouldn't worry about it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't worry about it if you're not monetized. It's like I played that short that I remixed with JB, the Kung Fu Fighting one on Mohawk's Live. I know that Mohawk's not monetized, so it's,
Right.
who cares, right? Jack Stands Cinder Block says, my best short is from a cruise ship. Yeah. Cooking shorts do really well. Shorts with pets do really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Art said, you never know which one is going to pay off and which one's going to do it. Dr. Goes said, I couldn't believe that with only 33 subs out of the blue, one short hit 2,000 when the others were around 400 or so. I just now realize how boring I sound. But see, Dr. Go has 33 subs and had one short get 2,000 views. This is how you get things started.
Yeah.
I just remembered that one when we was oiling the blowers. All we was doing is priming the blower. That thing got 5,000 views.
Main Street Mopar's got to run to the pharmacy. Is it the pharmacy or the pharmacy? And by the way, man, are you in? You want to give this a try? I think it could be all you need. If you did, you got some really cool stuff there, Ken. If you do a short every day for 30 days, I think it will amaze you what it'll do. Yeah. It would just amaze you. You could do 10 different facts over 10 days just on any one of your vehicles. And Dennis does a lot of shorts. I'm not saying that this is like a replacement for long form whatsoever. Long form is great. Long form is where your regulars can engage, but shorts will help. They help put your channel on the map. Smoke Wrench Sean is due here. What's up, man? Buck says that his easy off video got him 1,700 subs.
Yeah.
Right on. Hey, man, listen, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
If you say I'm going to be too busy, well, just make 30 at one time and schedule them every day. That's still a total win.
Yeah,
exactly.
It means straight, if you make 30 of them and you schedule them to come out every 30 days, you get a banner just for trying. But I think you might be amazed what it'll actually do. RT had a short get 10,000, right? The views will be all over the place. But
you can just do one walking to your truck every morning to work and opening the door.
Frizzell says after you're monetized, you can go back and turn it off. Right. So you can. Yeah. Right. And Bad Trees talk about generating cash like a long term. Right, right. And that's a different, and Blake is right, but that's a different topic. You got that's down the road. But no, he's not wrong at all. That said, this is just an experiment that we just want to try from June the 4th to July the 4th. And we'll see who does it and what happens, because I have a feeling that it's going to shuffle up the No Name 500. Mm-hmm. If somebody who's running in 5th place does it, they might have a chance to be the next to cross the line.
What was that?
Good.
See how many days will be left whenever.
Yeah.
So there'll be, 70? No.
I've got some administrative stuff I'm working on real fast. Won't take me but a second. Done. I have a lot of stuff I got to keep up with while I'm live sometimes, like links and such. There's no wrong answer here, Frizzell. I mean, there's people who do different things. The Dudes with Wrenches has built a channel around shorts, but he does. I mean, he's really figured out the formula for shorts and repeat viewers and such. And there's different ways to do it. Mohawk said I got 11,000 views on my 3-second car lot drive-by.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember that being that short.
Dizzy's saying, would you put up the other No Name 500 channel links? Unfinished Project or Blake or any of you guys who got a chance, they're all on my main page. And actually, Dizzy, they're all in the video description. All of the ones who still need 500 are in the video description. All of the ones who have made it this year, which has been 4 so far, if you go to my main page of my channel, they're in the alumni, as well as alumni past. Bondo Billy has become a master at shorts. Yes, he has. Backwoods Custom Crap says, well, evening, y'all, and FJB.
Oh.
Yeah, loyalty is right. And in Bad Tree, that's like a great, like your channel has a lot of loyalty. The Bad Tree channel, just Mopar Joe's channel has a lot of loyalty because you guys have built it over years and have all those repeat viewers. And that's a big deal. Oh. 38 POS Racing says the shorter the videos, the better chance of full watch. Yes, they are. They are. And they're for people with shorter attention spans and such. But it's good to mix in there with your channels. I'm not saying it should replace anything you do long form at all. I just think it will be interesting to try this challenge as a supplement. And for those who were not here when I said this, if you're running the No Name 500, if you're one of those 8 channels, you do 30 shorts over 30 days between now and the 4th of July. I'm going to send you a banner. If you get your 500 doing those 30 shorts over 30 days, I'm going to send you something else too, but I'm not going to say what it is yet. And Thumper just puts out a PSA that he considers himself a fat guy. Okay.
Is he sweaty though?
I don't want to know.
Me neither.
Does anybody else have any questions about shorts? I mean, you guys live lives and do all kinds of things and see all kinds of things, and just, man, go out there and make shorts of it. Put them out.
Yeah.
If you're walking into the parts store and some guy turns over a toolbox all over the sidewalk and you get that on a short, that's gold.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is great.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be a little controversial in them too, because I guess people comment in them and stuff, you know, and then they'll sub, go to your channel and everything like that. Because people love telling their opinions.
You know what? That's actually the secret to how Bondo Billy has 200,000 subscribers. Right. Is that things like bodywork really bring out the dissenting opinions.
Right. Well, just like you said, I think it was last year you told Mohawk, you know, do a video of you going in there saying, you guys are doing it wrong. This is how it is, you know.
Yeah. Rabbit Transit, what's the best upload time you have experienced?
Man, I put them up all times. I can't really.
I would just put them up whenever.
Yeah, yeah.
Just put them up whenever. Lars has 6,000 subs. I mean, you know what? He has 6,000 subs and hasn't gamed it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Cope wants to know if you're a ZZ Top fan.
How.
You need to go to a car show and see if some guy will let you get a picture in his 34 Ford.
Yeah, there you go. I need one of them little hats he's got, you know, pulls down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack Stands cinder blocks went low carbon, lost about 60 pounds. Well, dude, let me tell you, you're trailing behind the superstar of YouTube weight loss. Rich 220 says that he lost 60 pounds in 33 days and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And doesn't look any different either.
Miracle.
In 33 days.
Take that, Jack LaLanne.
Yeah, exactly. In all seriousness, congratulations, because you know what? I actually completely believe that you did it. You actually did it. Buick Smith is asking, is it better to post shorts as entertainment or automotive?
Both.
Backwoods Custom Crap is saying early Sunday morning's a good time to post videos. We're talking about one every day. So just do it every day.
Right.
The machine will like that, you know.
Yeah.
Dizzy says Big Bad Jones is a new one, but the other NM 500 already subbed. Good luck. Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, for the 8 who are running, this is a challenge for you guys, but anybody can do it. Dizzy, if you want to do this, you can do it. ASO, Thumper, POS Racing, any of you guys can do this. Cope, you can do it. Anybody can do it.
And I don't know if that helps any, but I try to reply back, even if it's just a thumbs up to everybody that comments on them. I don't know if it helps push a video or anything, but I think it does.
Yeah. Reply to your comments. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
38 is asking 220 shaved differently. Yes, I think his face too.
Entertainment automotive. There you go.
Yeah. Right. Big Bad Jones will have to register for both days or just do Saturday. You can go to the website. You can register for just Saturday if you like. I got to tell you, about 90, I would say it's about 98% register for both days. But if you want to register for one, you can. If you want to come as a spectator, you can get one day or both. If you get both, you get a discount. If you get it online, you get a slight discount for purchasing tickets online. Rabbit Transit J says, I'm going to do it just for the fun of it.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, I had to plug mine.
Twisted Dennis says, I have a friend who lost 55 pounds in a week. What, do you step on a landmine? How can you do that? How can you lose 55 in a week? My gosh, that's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
Rich doesn't even look any different. I mean, yeah, I just don't believe Rich. That's because Rich has told so many very well documented lies, and
Yeah.
I mean, I wish him well, but
Right.
as far as when the audience watches, yeah, you can find it, you can game it like that, but I would say we just don't want to overcomplicate anything for the purposes of this. We just want to just get people to try a short day till July 4th. I think it would be interesting. I think it would do a lot. Blue Grit lost 30 pounds from getting into COVID and gained 20. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mayor says, where do I have to go and register as spectator? You can buy your spectator tickets at nonamenationals.com. You can get them at the gate, but you get a little bit of a discount for buying them online. I take the tickets down online a week before the event because I have to print out and take with me a sheet for will call. And I can't do that and have that up. And I leave here on Tuesday really early in the morning, and I have to have that with me packed in the van before I leave, so that when you buy them online, just make sure you do it a week before the event or more to get the discount. And of course, if you buy early, that's great. That helps the event. 6% recycles as Mopar people assembled. Yes, and AMC people too, and GM people, and Ford people, and Lars people, and Dr. Go people. And Colleen people.
That's the bad one. HOA people.
Yeah, HOA people. Thumper says, I haven't been under 200 pounds since 1989. I hear you.
The summer.
Man, I was in great shape at 205, 210 pounds. Anybody got any last questions? I know Rob goes live here in a bit. Rob, if you want to jump in this live, you're welcome to. But regardless, we're going to hand off to you here in a few minutes.
I got to show Shelly something in the house I seen this morning. Oh, more fucking problems.
Thumper.
Thumper. I could almost answer that for you, but my dog hides it like way back up in the woods by the fence, so I really don't know.
So yeah, for 30 days you could document that in a short.
That's it. Don't even encourage him. He would do that.
They too.
Dr. Ghost says, I got here late, but I just need to practice putting together short videos into a long one. Actually, Dr. Go, if you want to, I mean, obviously do this for whatever purposes you want to do it. Rob, I sent you a link. I texted to you. You got the link. We're talking about shorts, and you can make shorts out of a long video. That's just what we're doing tonight, is talking about shorts. But what sounds like you want to do is some editing stuff, and it will be perfect for you to come to a content creator workshop. We're going to have one sometime this month. I think it'd be great to have Lars come in for the content creator workshop if he wants to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm down to share any knowledge or what little bit I do have of this stuff. But
well,
yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Buick Smith. We appreciate it. It's a journey. We're all just learning and doing. Dr. Ghost is cool. I need to get better at both. Hey man, we all want to just kind of improve and get better at things, and we're all on the same path, right?
There's only one way to get better at it. It's just
Do it.
dive into it.
Yeah, we're all on the same path. We might be in different places on the same path, but we're all on the same path. We're just learning. I mean, to me, I heard someone once say that the only reasons people get into YouTube were fame and money. And I kind of resent that because I'm actually into YouTube for the reason YouTube was made, which is to share videos with the community and what you're doing, right? I mean, that's what it's made for, is a place to put your home movies and share what you're doing. And to me, that's what it's about. And so if there's money that comes with it, cool. I don't begrudge anybody for wanting the money that comes with it if there's money to be made. And some people get fame out of it. Good for them. But to me, the community is the reason to do it. And that's what we're doing. That's what the No Name Nationals is all about.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I hope this helps. I encourage you. You downloaded the app. Just play around with the app tonight.
Yep.
You might surprise yourself. I still don't know exactly what you mean jack stands and cinder blocks. Probably is, but okay. Dr. Go says he thinks he needs a tripod instead of using a boot on a garbage can or his greasy fingers. Then I could use both hands and show more. Yeah, a tripod is a good investment. You can get a tripod from $10 to $200, depending on what you want. But, you know, just keep it simple. Cheap tripod works just fine for what we do.
Yep.
Yeah, Gorilla Tape on the lift, but then you got to peel all that off your phone. That's the only reason I won't. But that does work. I've done stuff just like that.
Yep.
And we got a few minutes to go here. Rob is live at 8:30. So Rob is filming, you know, in vertical just for, you know, an appreciation for shorts.
Yeah.
Well, I've got my laptop. I tried to add it to my laptop, but it wouldn't allow me. So.
Yeah, I wanted to hear Rob in here because we're going to hand off to him at 8:30. He's live on Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, anybody that's in here that has not hit 500 yet, don't think it's not possible. Period.
Rob was in the first No Name 500 and avenged it for the second and got it.
And it's definitely something possible. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. In fact, I think everybody in here except me is a No Name 500 guy. And because Rob is, and JB and Lars are, and Thumper is, and RT211 is, and Dizzy Izzy is, and Mohawk is. Jack Stands and Cinder Blocks, I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think you were. Because we got to the point where there's so many No Name 500 alum now, I can't remember all of them off the top of my head.
Yeah, first year. How many was there?
We had 65 the first year, but that's because of all the pin-up demand.
Right.
You know?
Well, it almost doubled the second year.
It didn't on the No Name 500. We had a lot of them re-register as established channels.
Okay.
So we didn't have quite as many No Name 500 guys, but because they re-registered as established channels, we still had more people there, just not as many in the No Name 500.
Okay. So compared to, I'm not sure if I had to go upstairs and play with the grandbabies for a minute, but I think I heard you say something about last year's count. About how many that had to meet 500 last year?
I don't remember off the top of my head last year. I know we had 65 total before this year started. I want to say we had 40 some that were in the 45 maybe that were in the No Name 500 the first year. I don't. We've had about 70% make it each year. About 70% made it the first, 70% made it the second. We'll see this year. This year it could be. You know what? If the 8 guys who still need to make it, depending on who else may still register, because there's still plenty of time, we could have 100% this year if they take this challenge and do it. But we'll see what happens.
It's
We've
fun.
got about 70% make it.
So
Turbo Tom did it.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Let me
So
tell
Tom
you,
got some good videos too.
Turbo Tom got his 500th sub while we were lining up for the group photo.
Yeah.
And got me the picture and I made a little path for him to come around the front way and back right this narrow little spot. He didn't even know it was there. I said, "You can spot for your." He said, "There's no spot." I said, "Yes, there is," and he backed right in there. That is making it as about as skin of your teeth as you possibly can. What Turbo Tom did last year.
Well, I got discouraged, I think, the first year just because I thought I was putting out good content, but there's the one that got me 93,000 views that blew the channel up. But you don't know if that's going to hit or not. You don't know if that's going to be the one. But you have to put it out there to find out.
Right.
Exactly.
That's it.
And if you get those trolls out there that start, bad mouthing your stuff, thank them.
Exactly.
Thanks for the comment.
You'll only think it the first couple of years they do it. Trust
Right. Well,
that's so long.
the first time I tried to go live, someone shut me down because they didn't agree with my content. Remember that?
Maybe.
Yeah. My first time I ever tried to go live, and I tried to start my buddy's engine that we just rebuilt, someone turned me in and said it was not appropriate.
Well, it's just the way of the world, I guess. There are some people who can't tend to be jealous of the people who do, and
hey, it makes you stronger. It's all good. It don't scare me.
That's right.
It's just everybody else has got to get that. I've got to try it, regardless of how bad you think it is. Throw it out there.
Yep.
I'm almost 600 now, and I really didn't make a whole lot of content just because I've been busy doing a bunch of other stuff. But life happens. But throw it out there.
The more alive you show YouTube you are, the more they will reward you.
Right. So I guess I see that Buff Del Campo goes on at 8.
Buff is on. He just went on. I didn't know Tuesday was a regular night because I know they go live a lot. So I think he should be on now. I know you went on at 8:30, and I knew that Tuesday was a regular night for you because you have the thumbnail up ahead of time.
Okay.
And so I wanted to ask you about that. So Jason goes live here in a minute. So with that, we're just going to wrap up. We wanted to put this challenge out here. If you're one of the 8 and you do your 30 shorts in 30 days, you will win a banner. If you get your 500 doing it, you're going to win something else too.
Well, 2 of those guys I subbed to, so hopefully that'll.
Yeah. I mean, I want everybody to make it. I really do. I would love to see 100% make it. But that's, you know what? I talked to Possum today, who runs the track. Possum gave me a call today, just checking in, catching up. And one thing we talked about is how good the quality of people are who turn out for the No Name Nationals. They leave no litter. They're polite. They don't get in fights. And that's because they have to earn their way in and be good community members to do it. So you don't have these riff-raff people who don't care and don't respect anything and anyone. They're not the kind of people who participate. So this No Name 500 really does a lot for that. And anybody who wants it and wants to be a good part of the community can do it. You can do it. So with that, I'm going to wrap up so Rob can get fired up. You guys can head over there if you wish. And y'all have a good night. And hopefully we'll be checking in with you with a content creator workshop and check your progress on these 30 shorts in 30 days. I'm going to be looking forward to them. All right.
Thanks, John.
Y'all take care. And we'll see you soon.
JB, I better see you guys over here.
All right.